She quit her job to become a stay-at-home girlfriend. I bring vibes to the table, you bring the money. That's balance. I replied, deal. Then I stopped hiring the maid and stopped eating out. I told her, since you're home, the cleaning and cooking is your job now. Her reaction to scrubbing the toilet for the first time. My girlfriend Amber quit her job to become a stay-at-home girlfriend. Let me explain how we got here, because this wasn't always her plan. We met 2 years ago. She was working as a receptionist at a dental office, made about $35,000 a year. I'm an electrician. Make decent money, around $75,000. We moved in together after a year. Split rent 60-40 since I made more. Split utilities and groceries 50-50. She brought her laptop, her clothes, her plants, everything was fine. She paid her share, I paid mine. No drama. Neither of us cooked much. I had a meal prep service that delivered lunches for work. We ate out for dinner maybe 4 times a week, split the bill. It worked. Then, TikTok happened. About 3 months ago, Amber discovered the stay-at-home girlfriend trend. You know the one. Women posting videos of their daily routines. Waking up at 10 a.m., making a smoothie, doing yoga, going to the mall, making dinner for their boyfriend, all set to music with captions about how they bring peace and feminine energy to the relationship. Amber became obsessed, started sending me videos constantly. Look how cute this is. Doesn't this seem nice? She's living the dream. I'd respond with, yeah, looks relaxing, and go back to work. 2 months ago, she started dropping hints. You know, I'm really stressed at work. I don't think this job is good for my mental health. So find a different job. Or I could just stay home, take care of the apartment, take care of you. You want to quit your job? I want to focus on us, on our relationship, on creating a peaceful home. I didn't take it seriously, thought it was just talk. Then last month, she came home on a Tuesday night with this huge smile. I did it. I quit. I looked up for my dinner. You quit what? My job. I gave my 2 weeks notice today. You what? I'm gonna be a stay-at-home girlfriend. Isn't that exciting? I put down my fork. Did you ask me about this? I didn't think I needed to. We're partners. You support me, right? Amber, you pay $800 a month in rent and half the utilities. How are you planning to do that without a job? She sat down next to me, grabbed my hand. That's the thing. You'll cover it. I'll take care of the home. You take care of the finances. That's how it works. That's not how anything works. You can't just quit your job and expect me to pay for everything. Why not? I'll be contributing, just in a different way. What way? I'll clean, cook, make sure you come home to a peaceful environment. I bring vibes to the table, you bring the money. That's balance. I stared at her. Vibes? Yes. Feminine energy, peace, a clean home. We have a maid who comes twice a month. The apartment stays pretty clean. Right, but I'll be doing that. You won't need to pay for a maid anymore. We split the maid cost. It's $75 each. Exactly, so you'll save money. I did some quick math in my head. She paid $800 rent, about $100 in utilities, $200 in groceries, and $75 for the maid. That's $1,175 a month she contributed. I'd save $75 from the maid. I'd be paying $1,100 more per month for vibes. No. What? No. If you quit your job, you're not staying here rent-free. That's not very supportive. That's reality. You want to quit? Fine, but you're getting another job immediately. She teared up. You don't value what I bring to this relationship. I value you paying your rent. She went to bed angry. I figured that would be the end of it. 2 weeks later, her last day at the dental office came. I thought surely she'd lined up another job. She hadn't. Friday evening, she came home with a box of her desk stuff and a smile. I'm officially free. Do you have interviews lined up? No, I told you. I'm staying home. Amber, we talked about this. I know, and I thought about it. This is what I want, what I need for my mental health. And I told you I'm not paying for you to sit home all day. She set down her box, crossed her arms. So you're saying if I'm home, I'm not contributing? Unless you're paying rent? No. What if I do everything a stay-at-home girlfriend does? All the cleaning, all the cooking, all the home management? I looked around our 900 square foot apartment. Looked back at her. Everything. Everything. Deal. She smiled, thought she won. Monday morning I woke up at 5:30 a.m. like always. Got ready for work. Made my coffee. Amber was still asleep. I sent her a text. Since you're the stay-at-home girlfriend now, I'm canceling the maid service. You'll handle all the cleaning. Also, I'm stopping my meal prep service and we're not eating out anymore. You're cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll be home at 6 p.m. Have dinner ready. I got to work at 7 a.m. By 7:15 my phone was ringing. You canceled the maid? You said you'd do all the cleaning. I meant like tidying up, keeping things neat. The maid deep cleans the bathroom, kitchen, mops, vacuums, does everything. That's all you now. That's too much. That's being a stay-at-home girlfriend. They don't just bring vibes, they actually work. What about meals? I don't know how to cook full meals. You're about to learn. I'll be home at 6. Hung up. Got 17 texts over the next hour. I ignored them. I was working. That evening, I came home at 6 p.m. sharp. The apartment looked exactly the same as when I left. Amber was on the couch in her pajamas watching TikTok. Where's dinner? She looked up. I didn't have time. I was busy. Busy doing what? You've been home for 9 hours. I had to process this new arrangement. It's a lot of pressure. Right. Well, I'm ordering pizza. That'll be $20. You owe me $10. I don't have $10. You're unemployed by choice, not my problem. You'll owe me. I ordered the pizza. We ate in silence. Tuesday, I woke up and sent another text before leaving. Reminder, dinner at 6 p.m. Also, the bathroom needs cleaning. Shower, toilet, sink, floor, use the supplies under the sink. Got to work. Phone stayed quiet until about 2 p.m. Text from Amber. How do you clean a toilet? Me. YouTube it. Her. There are chemicals. I don't know which ones to use. We figure it out. That's your job now. Came home at 6 p.m. The apartment smelled like bleach. Like, strongly, like she'd used way too much. Bathroom door was open. Amber was sitting on the floor, crying. What happened? I cleaned the toilet. It was disgusting. And I got bleach on my hands and it burns a little. And I think I mixed 2 chemicals and the smell made me dizzy. I looked at the cleaning supplies. She'd mixed bleach and ammonia. Not a lot, but enough to make fumes. Did you not read the labels? They say do not mix. I was trying to make it extra clean. You almost made mustard gas. What? Bleach and ammonia create toxic gas. You could have poisoned yourself. She stared at me. This is dangerous. You expect me to risk my life cleaning? I expect you to read instructions. What about dinner? I was too upset to cook after the toilet incident. So no dinner again. I'm sorry. This is harder than I thought. It's day 2. Wednesday I wrote out instructions, left them on the counter. Today's tasks. Vacuum living room and bedroom. Wipe down kitchen counters and stove. Make spaghetti for dinner. Boxes in pantry. Sauces in fridge. Instructions on box. Came home at 6 p.m. The vacuum was in the middle of the living room, plugged in but not used. Kitchen counters were sticky. There was a pot on the stove with water in it, cold. No pasta in it. Amber was on the couch in different pajamas, crying again. I can't do this. Can't do what? You didn't do anything. I tried to vacuum, but it's so loud and heavy, and I looked at the spaghetti box, but there are so many steps. Boil water, add salt, cook for 11 minutes, drain it. It's too complicated. I picked up the box, looked at her. It's 3 ingredients: water, salt, pasta. You're oversimplifying. You're overcomplying. This is basic adult stuff. I'm not good at this. Then get a job. No, I just need time to adjust. Thursday I simplified even more. Text. Today, just make the bed and order us Chinese food for dinner. I'll pay, you just have to order it and have it here by 6. Came home at 6:15, no food smell. Amber was asleep, on the unmade bed. I woke her up. Where's the food? What food? The Chinese food you were supposed to order. Oh no, I forgot. I took a nap and lost track of time. It's 6:15, what have you done all day? I was tired. This staying home thing is exhausting. You've literally done nothing for 4 days. I'm adjusting to a new routine. Friday, I took a different approach. I came home with a notebook, sat her down. Let's talk about what a stay-at-home girlfriend actually does. Okay. The women you watch on TikTok, they're not just bringing vibes. They cook 3 meals a day. They clean the entire house. They do laundry, dishes, grocery shopping, meal planning. They handle all the household management. That's a full-time job. That seems like a lot. It is. That's why they don't have outside jobs. The house is their job. I thought it would be more like aesthetic. Aesthetic, making smoothies in cute glasses, doing yoga, organizing the pantry with matching containers, stuff that looks good on camera. That's content creation, not housework. What's the difference? Content creation is for your followers. Housework is for the person you live with. Me, the one you're expecting to pay all your bills. She was quiet. So here's the deal. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm off work. We're gonna spend the day teaching you basic life skills. Like what? Cooking eggs, doing laundry, cleaning a bathroom properly without creating chemical weapons, vacuuming. That sounds terrible. That's your job, if you want to stay home and not pay rent. Saturday morning, 8 a.m., I woke her up. Time for housework training. She groaned. It's Saturday. I thought we'd sleep in. Stay-at-home girlfriends don't get weekends. The house doesn't clean itself 7 days a week. We started with laundry. I showed her how to sort clothes, what settings to use, how much detergent. This is so boring. This is your career now. Next, cooking eggs, scrambled specifically. Most basic breakfast there is. She cracked 3 eggs into a pan. Didn't whisk them. Didn't add butter or oil to the pan first. Just cracked them straight in and turned the heat to high. They immediately stuck and burned. Why isn't this working? Did you watch any of the YouTube videos I suggested? No, I thought it would be intuitive. Cooking isn't intuitive, it's learned. We tried again. This time I walked her through each step. The eggs came out edible. Barely. This is exhausting. It's been 20 minutes. Exactly. Then bathroom cleaning. I gave her gloves this time. Watching her clean the toilet was actually fascinating. She approached it like it was a nuclear reactor. Full arm's length away, face turned to the side, barely scrubbing. You have to actually put pressure on the brush. It's gross. It's a toilet. That's what they are. I can't believe people do this. People do this every week. It's normal. It shouldn't be. What's your alternative? Never clean it? Hire someone. With what money? You're unemployed. She threw the brush in the toilet. This is impossible. You're setting me up to fail. I'm teaching you what you signed up for. I signed up to be a stay-at-home girlfriend, not a maid. What's the difference? She couldn't answer. By Sunday night, she'd successfully made scrambled eggs once, cleaned the bathroom poorly, and done 1 load of laundry that she forgot about until I reminded her to move it to the dryer. Monday morning, week 2 of unemployment, I left her a schedule. 8 a.m., wake up. 9 a.m., breakfast prep. 10 a.m., clean kitchen. 11 a.m., vacuum. 12 p.m., lunch prep. 2 p.m., bathroom cleaning. 4 p.m., dinner prep. 6 p.m., dinner ready. Came home at 6 p.m. She'd done breakfast. I could tell because there was a pan in the sink with egg residue. Nothing else was done. What happened to the schedule? I got distracted. By what? TikTok. There are so many good videos I lost track of time. So you spent 8 hours watching videos about stay-at-home girlfriends instead of being one. I was doing research. Research. Yeah, seeing what others do. And what do? They make really aesthetic content. Everything matches. They have nice cameras. Do they clean toilets? They don't show that part, because that part isn't aesthetic. But they still do it. That's the point. Tuesday, I took her phone before I left for work. Hey, I need that. For what? You're supposed to be working. What if there's an emergency? You have your laptop. You can call from that if needed. Which she never would. She just wanted TikTok. Came home that evening. She was sitting on the couch staring at the wall. No phone was torture. Did you do your tasks? Some. The kitchen was cleaner. Dinner was attempted. Hot dogs and boxed mac and cheese. Edible. See, when you actually try, it works. I hate this. Then get a job. I can't go back now. I already told everyone I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend. It's embarrassing. More embarrassing than burning scrambled eggs 4 times? Wednesday, she had a breakthrough. Kind of. I came home to a fully cooked dinner. Chicken, rice, and steamed broccoli. It was slightly burnt and under-seasoned, but it was real food. You did it? She looked exhausted. It took me 3 hours. I had to restart the rice twice. I didn't know you had to rinse it first. But you figured it out. I watched 7 YouTube videos on your laptop. That's learning. I'm so tired. How do people do this every day? Practice, it gets faster. I don't want to get faster. I want to stop. Thursday, her breaking point. I came home to her sitting on the kitchen floor, surrounded by cleaning supplies, crying. What happened? I tried to mop. I spilled the bucket. The floor is sticky now. I tried to fix it, made it worse, and I burned dinner. The smoke alarm went off. The neighbors knocked to check if we were okay. I'm done. She looked up at me with mascara running down her face. This isn't what I thought it would be. What did you think it would be? I thought I'd wake up late, do some light tidying, make a nice dinner, and you'd come home and appreciate me, like in the videos. The videos don't show the 3 hours of actual work, they show the 30-second highlight. I can't do 3 hours of work every day. Most stay-at-home partners do 6 to 8 hours. That's insane. That's why it's a full-time job. She was quiet for a minute. I want to get a job. Okay. Really? Yeah, if you can't handle this, go back to work. You're not mad? Mad? I've been waiting for you to figure this out. You could have just told me it would be hard. I did, multiple times. You didn't believe me. Friday, she spent the entire day applying to jobs online using her laptop. I gave her phone back that evening. She'd earned it by actually trying. She got 3 interviews the following week. 2 weeks later, she started as a receptionist at a doctor's office. Same kind of job, $38,000 a year. First day back at work, she came home exhausted. I forgot how tiring real jobs are. Real jobs? You know what I mean, jobs outside the house. So staying home wasn't a real job? It was. But it was worse. At least at work, I get lunch breaks and coworkers, and I don't have to clean toilets. Interesting perspective shift. I'm sorry I put us through that. Did you learn something? Yeah, TikTok is a highlight reel. Nobody shows the part where you're scrubbing burnt rice off a pot for 45 minutes. And I'm not cut out for housework. I'm barely cut out for regular work, but at least regular work pays me. We went back to splitting rent 60-40. She never mentioned being a stay-at-home girlfriend again. But about a month later, I caught her watching those TikToks again. Missing it? She looked at me. Not even a little bit, but the aesthetic is still nice. You know what else is nice? What? Having money to pay rent. Facts. Around that same time, one of those TikTok stay-at-home girlfriends she used to watch got exposed. Turned out she had a full-time nanny, a housekeeper, and a meal prep service. She was just filming the aesthetic parts. Amber sent me the link with one word, told you. A couple weeks later, her friend Madison came over, started talking about how she was thinking about quitting her job to focus on her relationship. Amber interrupted her immediately. Don't. Just don't. Why not? You did it. For 2 weeks. Worst 2 weeks of my life. Do you know how to clean a toilet? Yeah? Like really clean one? I guess. You don't. I didn't. Nobody knows until they have to. And then you're sitting on the bathroom floor at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday crying because you mixed chemicals and almost gassed yourself, and you haven't showered in 3 days because you're too busy failing at cooking spaghetti. Madison stared at her. That sounds specific. It was. All of it. Stay at your job. Split your bills. Keep your dignity. I've never been more proud of her. She still can't cook much beyond eggs and box pasta, still hates cleaning, but she pays her $800 rent on time every month. And sometimes when she's scrolling TikTok and sees those stay-at-home girlfriend videos, she'll show me and say, lies. All lies. Nobody's house is that clean. Maybe they actually do the work. Or they clean one corner, film it, and leave the rest a mess. Cynical. Realistic. She's back to being a working girlfriend. Splitting bills, complaining about her boss, using her days off to do literally anything except housework. And honestly, that's exactly how it should be. Because stay-at-home girlfriend isn't about vibes, it's about toilets. And she learned that the hard way. Best $1,100 lesson I never had to pay for.